In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the REPT function in Excel. Open Microsoft Excel from the Start menu, and make sure your prepared workbook is already open on the screen before continuing. Once the workbook is visible, move to an empty cell below the table. In this example, click cell A10. This first part is just to see the basic REPT syntax in action, in a clean, simple way. Now type the formula shown on the screen, and feel free to pause if you need a moment to copy it carefully. As you enter it, this formula is set up to repeat a star character 5 times. Press Enter. You'll now see 5 stars appear in that cell in a row. That is the full idea behind the REPT function. The first part tells Excel what text to repeat, and the second part tells Excel how many times to repeat it. With that quick test complete, press Delete to clear the test cell so the worksheet is clean and ready for the next section. Next, we'll build a dynamic in-cell bar chart using REPT. Go to the first empty column to the right of the score column. That is column C. Click the header cell at the top of that column and type score bar. Say it naturally as you type it, score, then space, then bar. Press Enter to confirm the header. Now click the first data cell under that new header, which is C2. In this cell, type the formula shown on the screen. This version uses the pipe character as the repeated text, and it uses the score value as the number of times to repeat it. Take your time entering the formula exactly as shown, because this is what connects the visual bar to the score in that row. When the formula is fully entered, press Enter. Right away, the cell fills with 85 pipe characters. At this stage, it still looks like repeated text rather than a visual bar, and that's expected. Click cell C2 again so it is selected. Then go to the Home tab. Find the font drop-down near the top left, where it may currently say Calibri. Click into that font box, type Playbill, and then press Enter. As soon as the font changes, the pipe characters collapse together and become a solid-looking bar. Now we need to apply that same formula to the rest of the rows. Keep cell C2 selected. Move your pointer to the small square at the bottom right corner of the cell. This is the fill handle. Hover there until your cursor changes into a plus sign. When you see that change, double-click the fill handle. Excel copies the formula all the way down the table automatically, and every row now shows a bar size to match its score. You'll notice that shorter scores create shorter bars, while the highest score, 94, creates the longest bar. The visual length is being driven directly by the value in each score cell, which is why the bars adjust across the whole list. Now let's style the bars. Click cell C2, then press Ctrl plus Shift plus down arrow. That selects the entire bar range down the column. With that range selected, stay in the Home tab and click the arrow next to font color. The letter A with the colored underline. Pick a color, such as a medium blue. The bars immediately take on that color. Next, still in the Home tab, click Align Left. This makes sure each bar starts from the left edge of its cell, so the visual comparison is clear and consistent across the column. To confirm that the formula is live, click cell B3 and change its value to 20. Type 20, then press Enter. As soon as you do that, the bar in the same row shrinks immediately. That change happens because the REPT formula is using the score cell as the repeat count, so when the score changes, the bar updates at once. At this point, your table has a score bar column where each cell contains a dynamic in-cell bar, and the length of each bar matches that row's score. If this helped, hit like and subscribe for more quick tutorials. You've also seen the REPT function used in 3 clear ways here. First as a basic syntax test, then as a dynamic bar chart, and finally with color and alignment formatting to make the result easier to read on the sheet.